So hi, I haven't done a sharings for the heart from the heart for like 2 weeks now. And I think that's because I think I've just been getting a little bit frustrated and disheartened with social media. For those of you that run your own business through social media, you'll already know that Instagram and Facebook have changed their algorithms, but it means that either you have to spend a lot of time on social media, which I don't want to do right now. For those that know, I like getting over a concussion, so it's not great to be staring at a screen. Or you have to pay in order to get a lot of your stuff out there and seen, which has just been really frustrating, I think, because for example, last week I did a post on my business page and I could see from the insights that only one person saw it. No, 2 people saw it. I'd been up for like a day. But then when I paid, like 1,000 people saw it. And yeah, I think that's just been really frustrating for me, because I think part of the reason I haven't wanted to do more sharings from the heart is because I'm like, well, will anyone even see this? Do I want to be putting my energy maybe into something else? And I just wanted to be really authentic and transparent around that journey, because it is hard. It's not easy. And I really want to share these things and I want people to see them, especially my writings. And it's been really hard to see that it only gets so far, and then I might have to pay some money, and then it goes to people who may not even really appreciate it or resonate with it, because like Instagram sometimes picks at people. So I think that came up for me this week as well around I was doing a retreat. I did a retreat yesterday, and I think I was also getting really sad because not as many people signed up as I would have liked. And obviously the mind can come in and be like, especially in this kind of like life coaching, law of attraction world, like you should be having more people, it should be sold out, or all this stuff. And I think I was also just really sad because I put so much effort into it, and I feel like people would enjoy it, or hopefully I'd like to think people would get something from it. I even had cancer charity get in touch, and they were like, can you offer some tickets? And I was like, yes, of course. But then they didn't they didn't take it. I was like, okay. And then on the retreat yesterday, I was feeling this before, but then when on the retreat, the most special group came, and it was just really lovely. And we do this, we have this labyrinth, and part of the retreat we did a labyrinth walk, and halfway through the labyrinth I just started dancing. I just like literally started dancing. The dance just had to move through me, and I was just beaming, and some of the guests were like laughing because I just had so much joy in my body from the grace of the universe allowing me to do this as a living. I was just like overwhelmed by it. I was just feeling so grateful. And although maybe the retreat didn't have as many people as I hoped, or didn't make as much money as I need or hoped for, I still just felt this overwhelming joy and this like deep appreciation and warmth in my heart throughout the day. And at the end of the day, just in gratitude for being able to offer this and teach in this way and share in this way. And it's just been a reminder for me to really have patience and faith and trust. And I love the kind of saying like, don't compare your beginning to someone's middle, because I think that's kind of what I've also been doing sometimes, and a lot of us can do, because it's so easy on social media. We see all these people doing these amazing things and we're like, oh, I should be doing that, or I should be selling out all the time. And actually that's not true. And sometimes like what was quite comforting for me this week was hearing, not in a bad way, but like hearing that these other people who I really respected also had to cancel some of their things because they didn't sell enough. And I don't know what was happening astrologically, well, the new moon, but But I think it's just a reminder that everything kind of goes in cycles, everything ebbs and flows. Like sometimes things can feel super easy and like I can sell out and have lots of beautiful opportunities and feel really in the flow. And then other times it can feel kind of like clunky and forced and heavy and stressful and fear-based. And just remembering that life is full of cycles, that our body is cyclical, that our earth is cyclical. And I know I said this in the last video, but like just honoring those cycles and remembering that during those times of like breaks in the flow, but can feel like a break in the flow, that just to have patience and to connect to that ground of being, ironically what the retreat was about yesterday, to that innate ground of being beyond the mind, that inner stillness, that no matter what is going on the surface, is this kind of deep sense of safety and security, that is fully whole and complete, and nothing can be added or taken away from. And yeah, I think it's just been a really good reminder for me this week that to surrender, to trust, to have patience on this process and this journey, to know deep in my heart that this is what I'm meant to be doing, and to hold that faith when maybe the mind judges whatever's going on the surface is not right, or something must be wrong. And maybe there have been things I need to look at around my own thoughts and beliefs, unconscious thoughts and beliefs around money and worthiness and deserving and receiving, and also holding that peace, and also the patience and trust and faith and kindness to the part that goes into kind of like survival, like, oh god, how am I going to pay for anything, oh no, it's all going wrong, how am I ever going to get my work out there, or people to like come. And yeah, just remembering that there is a grace higher than the mind at play here that can see the bigger picture, and to surrender to this grace, to the infinite wisdom of this grace, and trust this grace to be the driver. I mean, this grace is always the driver, but mind likes to think it's the driver of life, but it's not. I think I've been humbled and reminded that this week, to surrender more, and be kind to the part of myself that maybe feels unworthy or not good enough. And trusting that kind of whoever's meant to come will come. Whoever's meant to see the posts will see the posts. Just trusting it all. Anyway, I thought I would share that today. I was on my way out and I was like, actually, I'm going to share a post today. So if you're running your own business, I honor you. My heart is with you. I know the ups and downs of it. You're doing amazing. I think you're doing amazing. High five. And yeah, just a lot of love to you all this Sunday.